Joe Zekas from YoChicago.com, New Homes Magazine. Sitting here with George Thrush.
And now our most recent work, which you know about, Jazz on the Boulevard, is something that I had dreamed of for probably 10 years. And it was, I mean, I worked with so long on this because there were 3 blocks of land. I think it wound up being around 300, you know, I made a note on that, 150,000 square feet, which would be 3 acres of empty land.
Closer to 40.
On the west side of the most fantastic boulevard in Chicago, and certainly one of those in the United States, Drexel Boulevard. Designed by who?
Frederick Law Olmsted.
Frederick Law Olmsted, who designed Central Park in Manhattan.
Park and Golden Gate
Perhaps
Park
the greatest
and Lincoln
landscape.
Park.
Perhaps the great, no, I don't think he did Lincoln
I
Park.
think he did a piece of Lincoln Park.
Might have done
he
a
did
piece of
Lake Park in Milwaukee. He did great things.
We have a development now, and we had government, some support on that, permitting us to get the land very reasonably, almost at zero cost. This land had been owned by the CHA, a lot of it, and the alderman, Renda Troutman, was tremendously supportive of what we did there. And we have, I think, just, I believe there are 131 units there, and there's plenty of open space, green space. It covers 3 blocks
Beautiful little
on
park
Drexel
in the
Boulevard,
center.
3 full blocks, and we go back to Cottage Grove on 1 block, which is another street that needs a lot of encouragement, but it will be. It's a major street. That development, and we still have units available. I hope you will tell your friends that we still have some units available. That development has got to be, if not the best, one of the best values in the city of Chicago. Look at it transportation-wise. What do you think of it as easy to get places?
I clocked the last time I went down there, George. I think it took me 11 minutes from downtown.
It's incredible.
So,
yeah, and not close to the loop. Can you see?
And no problem parking anywhere around there either.
The drive, I-55, I-57, the Dan, where do you want to go? Okay, and our development has at least a garage and a parking space with every one of its 131 units. However, and a Jazz on the Boulevard. In addition to that, you can park in the street.
Yep.
I never have any. I can always park right on the street. There's no place on the north side I can park on the street.
You mentioned that was a dream for a long time. What set you dreaming about it? I mean, a dream has some kind of a fulfillment at the end of it. What was the goal at the end of it?
Well, that's interesting. I have to say that I'm not sure that I had an end goal, other than making an adequate living to see that my children got a good education, and that my wife and I were as secure as we get older and didn't have to worry about anything. That's a financial consideration. But the gratification I really get from what we do is just the pleasure of constructing something that is architecturally attractive, that is and is good for the city. It improves the quality of life in the city of Chicago and gives people opportunity to live in better housing than they might otherwise be able to live in. And I don't think I'm sure that there's not any development that we have ever done that has not, where the buyers have not termed it a very, very good investment. Because we always buy in areas that have not reached their peak. You know, we don't buy or develop on the near north side because it's probably, if it's not at its peak, I don't know, it is at its peak. The areas I develop in are ones that have great room for improvement, but we'll do it, we'll improve. Now, the problem is there are some areas in the city where you're not so sure of, that are pretty tough. And we've gone into a lot of tough areas, but all in all, we have been very, very successful in improving the quality of life of every area we've developed in.